Has it ever happened to you that you picked up your phone for some reason, but your finger went straight to Instagram? You kept scrolling for 15 minutes, half hour, 1 hour, and then you can't remember why in the first place you picked up your phone. Or at times when you know that you should be doing something productive, but still your mind says, one more episode. Nothing will go wrong with one more episode, right? If you have experienced these situations, then congratulations, my friend. You've got some brain rot. Don't worry, it's not some medical condition. It just happens when your brain is stuck on autopilot. Before diving in, let me tell you a fun fact. Brain rot was named Oxford Word of the Year for the year 2024, which just proves how relatable this phenomena is. Let's see what exactly brain rot is. So, the Oxford University Press defines the concept as supposed deterioration of a person's mental or intellectual state, especially viewed as the result of overconsumption of material, now particularly online content, considered to be trivial or unchallenging. So in short, brain rot means the fuzzy, lethargic and unproductive state your mind goes in after overconsumption of content. Also, according to Oxford's language experts, the term reflects growing concerns about the impact of consuming excessive amounts of low-quality online content, especially on social media. And you might wonder what scrolling on phone does to you. What more can it do to you, right? You're wrong. See, research from prestigious institutions such as Harvard, Oxford and King's College London reveals that social media consumption can reduce grey matter. By the way, grey matter is something that is involved in your decision making. Grey matter shorten attention spans, weak memory and distort core cognitive functions. Core cognitive functions include learning, memory, language, attention, all these things. So brain rot can affect all these things. But how did we get here? We are the most intelligent planet. We are the most intelligent animals on the planet, but still, we got caught in this. How? Before the social media boom, our brains were stimulated in very different ways. We had hobbies, we had real life conversations, activities planned with our friends and family, and activities that required attention and focus. But then came social media. And it was too much content at our fingertips, and our brains, they couldn't resist it. Dopamine has a very critical role to play in this. Dopamine, also known as the feel-good hormone, it's involved in pleasure and motivation. So whenever you do an activity that is pleasurable and gives you satisfaction, you get a dopamine hit in your brain. So, from an evolutionary standpoint, this dopamine reward system was gifted to us to promote activities that were related to survival, like eating, drinking, or reproduction. So, whenever we did these activities, we got dopamine hit, and it gave us more pleasure. So, whenever you're doing something pleasurable, your brain releases a large amount of dopamine. You feel good, and you repeat that activity again. This is why junk food and sugar is also so addictive. When you're having that, when you're consuming that, you get so much amount of dopamine in your brain, you feel good, you feel like you're on top of the world and you want to experience that again. And this same situation has happened to content. As so much amount of content is available, you get quick dopamine, also known as cheap dopamine. The more you do it, the more you want to do it. This is a trap. Your brain associates scrolling with a feeling of gratification, even though you know the negative consequences of it. And in this way, it becomes a behavioral addiction. Let's see how this affects our brain now. Some studies have shown that excessive screen time, especially on social media, is linked to higher rates of anxiety, depression, and mental fatigue. Another study showed that our attention spans have been shrinking over the years, likely due to the constant bombardment of bite-sized content. Repeated scrolling can have a negative impact on individuals' mental faculties by disrupting the brain's capacity to encode and retain information. As well, constant overstimulation can lead to reduced attention span. Another study found that social media addiction has negative impacts on our abilities like planning, organization, decision making, and working memory. If all these things don't scare you, I don't know what will. There are various types of brain rot behaviors. Although some people can play games without getting addicted, but a significant percentage of people playing video games get affected by it. They become so enhanced by video games, alternate words, fanciful characters, and complicated plots that they can have difficulty functioning in other areas of life. Another brain rot behavior is zombie scrolling. Zombie scrolling is just picking up your phone and scrolling without any intent. You don't know what you will do, what will be the outcome, what you want to do with your phone, but you go on scrolling. This is just like you are letting the algorithm control you. These people hire the best minds in the world to control you, and you are getting controlled. Doom scrolling is you purposely searching for negative news, like what happened in COVID-19 situation. People were constantly bombarded by negative news from everywhere. News, social media, newspapers, neighbors, people. Social media addiction is characterized by a persistent urge to check social media and a feeling of restlessness when you try to break the habit. People with social media addiction can't stop scrolling YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. Constant notifications, bright colors, and stimulating sounds can literally mesmerize them, causing them to stop thinking clearly. But now, how to avoid this brain rot? It's completely in your hands how to prevent your brain from rotting. So, some steps could be taking a digital detox. Digital detox is staying away from your phone for a significant amount of time. Could be 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Start from 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Take a digital detox. Spend time in nature. Spend time with your family. Stay away from your phone. The world will survive without you checking the phone. Yeah? And you will survive too. Doing something active. Go for a walk or move a little bit. Just dance in your room, play on music, sing, do anything. Just do something active. Engage in deep work. Deep work is like work that requires your attention, focus. Make a painting, read a book, write something. You know what? A research has also shown that just 10 minutes of focused reading can improve your mood and brain power. You need to set boundaries with people as well as your phone. Set up slots or time limits for your social media usage, because none of us is strong enough to resist the algorithm on our own. I apologize for such an abrupt ending, but while editing the video, I realized that I did not shoot the last part. And so I'm shooting this differently. In the video, we talked about what is brain rot, how does it happen, how it can affect your brain, what you can do to prevent brain rot. Although it's a vast topic, I tried to simplify it on my part. If you liked it, please like the video and subscribe for more such informative content. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.